Imagine this. There's a single word you could use just about anywhere, for almost anything. Pretty handy, right? Well, for many martial artists, such a word exists. Osu, pronounced os. In many karate dojo, and even some BJJ or MMA gyms, osu is used for pretty much everything. All right. Thanks. Sorry. Got it? Understood, or even as a motivational call. Give it your all. In short, for many, it's the Swiss Army knife of martial arts expressions, extremely versatile, but also extremely misunderstood. So what exactly does this magical Oshu mean? Where does the word come from? When should you use it? Why do some people use it for everything? Do you even have to use it? And most importantly, when should you never say it? Chapter 2. The military origin. According to historical sources, the expression us first appeared at the Imperial Japanese Naval Academy in the early 20th century, combined with the fact that os is completely absent from traditional Okinawan karate dojo. This tells us two things. 1. The term doesn't come from the birthplace of karate, Okinawa. 2. It carries a military, conformist undertone. In other words, something's fishy. Interestingly, even many Japanese people don't really know where the word comes from. Yet, there are multiple theories about its true meaning and origin. It's a phenomenon, even in Japan. The idea that os originated from the Japanese Imperial Navy Academy is especially convincing when we consider Japan's cultural and historical situation in the early 1900s. At that time, Japan was at the height of militarization, with an authoritarian education system based on obedience, discipline, and group identity. In this environment, a harsh, masculine way of speaking developed, especially in cadet schools. Os was part of this military command language, short, sharp, dominant. Chapter 3. The Kyokushin Theory. This theory comes from full-contact Kyokushin karate. There, it's widely believed that os is a shortened form of Osu no Seishin. In this case, Osu combines two kanji characters, yasu, osu, os to push or press, renbu, shinobu, us to endure, to persevere, or to hide one's pain. Osu no Seishin. More than just a phrase in Kyokushin, Osu no Seishin. Yaren no Jingshin isn't just a saying, it's a core principle. It means, roughly, the spirit of perseverance and pushing forward. This phrase was heavily emphasized by Sosai Masutatsu Oyama, Dashan Beida, the founder of Kyokushin. Oyama believed that without physical suffering, mental toughness, and iron discipline, real karate was impossible. And that's exactly what os was supposed to express. No complaining, no hesitation, just relentless forward motion. In practice, it means, when you're exhausted, don't say, I can't. Just say, os, and keep going. Together, the meanings form a deeper philosophy, interpreted as fighting spirit, the value of effort, overcoming obstacles with positivity, hiding pain, the spirit of endurance. Os as a way of life in Kyokushin. In Kyokushin, os isn't just for training. It's part of the whole dojo culture. It's used when greeting, parting, agreeing, showing discipline, and encouragement. In some Kyokushin groups, they say, if you didn't say os 100 times during class, you weren't really there. It's almost ritualized, part of a culture of struggle, comparable to spiritual asceticism. Chapter 4. The Good Morning Theory. This theory comes from Dr. Mizutani Osamu, a linguist at Nagoya University. He conducted an experiment to study how people respond to greetings, especially in athletic contexts. He randomly greeted people on the street with Ohayo gozaimasu, the formal good morning in Japanese. The result was fascinating. Most people politely returned the same greeting, but joggers and athletes responded differently. They used shortened, rougher versions like ohayosu, ohayo-os, osu. Eventually, just os. Dr. Mizutani concluded that os is a rough, masculine greeting used mainly by young men in athletic settings. It's like an informal yo or sup, much less polite than the full phrase. This explains why os is so common in sports and martial arts. It conveys camaraderie, toughness, and shared physical challenge. It's a friendly, rough around the edges greeting, kind of like saying, "Hey," to a fellow gym buddy. Still, this doesn't fully explain the origin of os in karate. It's possible this theory explains how os spread in modern dojos, where it's now a symbol of strength, endurance, and team spirit. But theories like Kyokushin suggest a different source. The truth may lie somewhere in between. What's clear is that os has evolved and taken on new meaning over time. Chapter 5. The onegaishimasu. Theory. This theory links oses to a shortened form of the polite Japanese phrase onegaishimasu, which roughly means, "Please, I humbly ask, I request your cooperation." In karate and other Japanese martial arts, onegaishimasu is often said at the start of training, usually with a bow, to express gratitude and respect toward the instructor and fellow students. In Japanese dojos, however, I've often seen this phrase become gradually shortened, especially during intense or informal training sessions. By the end, after multiple repetitions, it often becomes onegai, osu, just os. The same happens with other phrases too. For example, otsukaresama deshita, meaning thanks for your effort, is often shortened to just tsukare. This tendency to shorten polite expressions could have played a major role in how os developed into an informal, yet still respectful exclamation in modern dojos, used for acknowledgement, encouragement, or motivation. Still, it's unclear whether this theory alone explains the rise of os, but it does show how language naturally changes in social and physical settings, especially under repetition and intensity. Chapter 6. Why many Japanese don't like the word os. Some traditional karate teachers, even in Japan, criticize the overuse of os. They see it as overly masculine and rooted in military drill speech, which contradicts the true spirit of Karate-do, which values respect, rei li, balance, shosei diaozheng, and harmony, wahei. While os is common in Western dojos, in Japan it's often seen as rude or inappropriate. Why? Because of its military origin, os is seen as harsh, aggressive, and informal. In a culture that places high value on politeness and respect, the word feels out of place in formal or mixed settings, especially when used toward elders, superiors, or women. That's a major cultural difference from the West, where os is thrown around like a martial arts aloha. Another reason, os is not used in traditional karate dojo in Okinawa, the birthplace of karate. There, more formal greetings like onegaishimasu or arigato gozaimashita are used. Os simply isn't part of that etiquette. And finally, outside of martial arts, you'll rarely hear os in daily life in Japan. It's mostly known in the Kyokushin karate community, and nowhere else. Chapter 7. When you should never say os. Okay, after all that theory, here's the most important takeaway. Even though os is used almost everywhere these days, from MMA to BJJ, you should know when not to say it. Never say os to a Japanese person unless they're younger, lower in rank, or have clearly said it's okay. If you're a woman, it's usually better not to use it at all. So, don't say os before and after every sentence. Don't join the os hype just because everyone else does. In traditional Japanese karate, os is rarely used. More respectful greetings are onegaishimasu. At the beginning of class, arigato gozaimashita. Thank you very much at the end, hai. as a respectful confirmation. If you enjoyed the video, please share it with your friends and family. Follow the channel for more, and see you next time.